Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a Christmas TBR. We have like 7 books here. So let's start. First we have Cowboy, It's Cold Outside. I found this one at what was it? Where's it that we found it?
Dollar General?
At Dollar General. And it says, everyone in town knows that Christmas and Twilight has a way of bringing lovers together. Will its magic bring this pair from I won't to I do? Wearing a too tight Santa baby costume held in by a double pair of Spanx, Paige McGregor runs headlong into a gorgeous gray-eyed hunk of a long, tall cowboy. And now, not just any cowboy, but country western star Cash Colton, visiting Twilight to perform in a charity concert. Most women would melt at his feet, but Paige knows all too much about self-assured men with cocky attitudes, so she tells him to get lost. Cash is in town nursing his own broken heart, but Paige has knocked him off his feet. He's convinced she's perfect, someone to inspire his music and share his now empty bed. True, he's not marriage material, but he's determined to convince her that they are perfect together, at least for a while. But what he doesn't count on is falling in love with the one woman who isn't about to give him the time of day. So we'll see. This one is also from Dollar General, and it's called Dear Santa. Okay, now this one says, Lindy Carmichael isn't feeling particularly joyful when she returns home to Wenatchee, Washington for Christmas. The man she thought was the one has cheated on her with her best friend, and she feels completely devoid of creativity in her graphic design job. Not even carolers or Christmas cookies can cheer her up, but Lindy's mother, Ellen, remembers an old tradition that might lift her daughter's spirits. Reading through a box of childhood letters to Santa and reminiscing about what she wished for as a young girl may be just the inspiration Lindy needs. With her mother's encouragement, Lindy decides to write a new letter to Santa. One that will encourage her to have faith and believe just as she'd done all those years ago. Little does she know that this exercise in gratitude will cause her wishes to unfold before her in miraculous ways. And thanks to some fateful twists of Christmas magic, especially an unexpected connection with a handsome former classmate, Lindy ultimately realizes that there is truly no place like home for the holidays. Next we have, this is a book that I've read before during Christmas and I would like to reread this Christmas, and it's The Nutcracker by Alexander Dumas. I know there's a E.F. Hoffman or something like that, which is the original version, which I do want to read, but this is the Alexander Dumas version, and I read this while listening to the Nutcracker ballet symphony thing. And it was beautiful. So this is about this girl that her godfather gives her a nutcracker, and at night the nutcracker moves and does all those nice things. This is a beautiful, stunning edition from Barnes & Noble, and it has like little illustrations in it. So I recommend reading this one while listening to the soundtrack because it's so good. So good. Next we have A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. I've never read this one, but I've seen the movie a whole bunch of times, and I've seen like the Mickey and Minnie rendition and so many other renditions of A Christmas Carol. So Scrooge, I almost said Scrooge McDuck. Okay guys, my family is super loud and I think they have officially left the house. So it's Scrooge, he's evil, he just cares about money, and he gets visited by the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future, and shows him how poopy his life would be if he keeps being a jerk. Then we have Winter Street by Ellen Hilderbrand. I haven't read any of her books, but everyone loves her books, so I went to Books A Million and they had a whole bunch of her books in the bargain section, and I bought a whole bunch even though I haven't read any, so I really hope I like her writing. So this one says, Kelly Quinn is the owner of Nantucket's Winter Street Inn and the proud father of 4 children. Oh, I thought Kelly was a girl. Patrick, a hedge fund manager, Kevin, a bartender, Ava, a school teacher, and Bart, the only child of Kelly's second marriage, who has recently shocked everyone by joining the Marines. As Christmas approaches, Kelly is looking forward to spending some quality time with his family at the inn. When he walks in on his wife, Mitzi, kissing Santa Claus, or the man who plays Santa at the annual Christmas party, utter chaos descends. with his 3 older children reeling in their own dramas and Bart unreachable in Afghanistan, it might be up to Kelly's ex-wife, the nightly news anchor Margaret Quinn, to save Christmas. Before the mulled cider is gone, the delightfully dysfunctional Quinn family will survive a love triangle, an unplanned pregnancy, a federal crime, a small house fire, many shots of whiskey, and endless rounds of Christmas caroling in this heartwarming novel about coming home for the holidays. There was a lot going on there at the end. There was just a lot. It's a trauma dump in a book, but we might like it. Next, this one I think is the one I'm most excited for, and it's How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. That's why I was gonna say Christmas.
No, we have to say Christmas. Merry Christmas.
No.
Merry Chrysler.
There we go. Okay, every Kringle in Kringletown celebrated Christmas a lot, but Coal Black on Whistler Lane unfortunately did not. Anyway.
Now the birds are trolling you too.
I know. I should. People don't want me to film today. Okay, so I'm gonna read the back, but all I know about this book is that what I've seen on TikTok is that it has pictures and she gets by a candy cane. So look. I'm excited for the pictures. I also don't know how you pronounce her name. His is Cole, but hers is it like store or story? Because it's written like this. Hold up. Like that's her name. So is it store or story? Like is it gonna give me a pronunciation? You know what I mean? Anyway. So it says, as his fellow citizens decorate their quaint town, brimming with carols and glad tidings, Cole wants nothing more than to hibernate the winter away. But his dreary plans are thwarted when his Christmas nemesis, Story Taylor, moves in next door to care for her Aunt Cindy. Immediately, the new neighbor turns his life into a real nightmare before Christmas, especially when she decides to enter the town Christmas Kringle contest in honor of Cindy. And better yet, Story is determined to win. Over Cole's dead body, she will. With help from his friend Max, Cole decides to enter the competition as well to beat Story at her own game by pretending that his hometown Grump's heart has grown 3 sizes this season and he's fallen for the girl next door. And unfortunately for Story, she has to follow his lead to have a chance at the Christmas Kringle title. But the competition isn't the only thing that heats up. Cole and Story's fake relationship becomes very real, and before they know it, they're attempting to hide from Aunt Cindy. Things get complicated, the competition gets tough, and all it takes is one single night for someone to steal it all. Oh my goodness! I'm actually very excited to read this one, so I think this is gonna be my top contender for December, because like it sounds good. It also sounds like the Hallmark movies, but with a little bit more. Also, why does every Hallmark movie have that one girl as the main lead? Like, I just want to know, because I've watched like 5 and they all have the same girl. Does she only do Christmas movies? Does she have a contract with Hallmark? No, because I think she's in the new Netflix one too. I don't know. But I'm excited to read this. I'm excited to read it. I think this is the one I'm most excited for, but we'll see. And lastly, we have The Christmas Tree Farm, The Magic Starts Here by Lori Gilmore. I've already read The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and I started on the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. I'm currently reading it. I'm only really like a chapter in, but I do have it next to me right here. We have her right here, and like I said, I've only read a chapter, but I do love these books. They're just like fun little small town reads. The people from this book, it says Kira and Bennett, I have not met them yet. They were not in the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and I've only read a chapter in the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, but I still haven't met them. I think this one is the shortest book, but I've heard that this one is the best book in the series so far, so I'm excited for that. I think this is my second contender for the month of December if I finish the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. And it says a small town spicy festive romance. Also, these are called like spicy romances. They're not really spicy. Like in the first one, there was only one like spicy scene and that's it. And the second one, like I said, I'm still not sure, but the first one was just one spicy scene, so I'm assuming this one's probably like one also. So there is some spice. It's not closed door, but it's like, it's been one scene so far. It says Kira North hates Christmas, which is unfortunate since she just bought a Christmas tree farm in a town that's too cute for its own good. Bennett Ellis is on vacation in Dream Harbor, trying to take a break from both his life and his constant desire to always fix things. But somehow fate finds Ben trapped by a blanket of snow at Kira's farm, and despite her grinchiest first impressions with the glow of the fairy lights twinkling in the trees and the promise of a warming hot chocolate, maybe, just maybe, these two lost souls will have a Christmas they'll remember forever. So I'm excited. And those are the only Christmassy books I have. I know there's so many good ones, and I have been looking at other ones, but to be honest, I think this is enough because I don't think I'm going to read more than 7 Christmassy books in December. And it is currently November 28th, so we really will just be reading these in December. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've read any of these books and if you enjoyed them. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!